Shabbat Shalom and welcome to Israel Update. I've got Doobie here with me. Doob, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Now, for everybody out there watching, I'm sure you would have all seen this week that what has happened is that the war has restarted. Now, Doobs, obviously there's things going crazy in the media, people saying all sorts of things that have, talking nonsense about Israel as usual. But please, all you tell us why, because I know people are asking. And for everybody out there too, make sure you follow us and like our Facebook page. Doobie posts extra updates from there. Whenever anything like really intense is happening, he's able to go live from there for us. So make sure you're following the Israel Update channel on Facebook. But Doobs, tell us, I mean, I obviously know, but I'd like the people to be able to hear directly from you. Why has this war restarted?
Well, I can say one thing straightforward is there's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubts about this. The new administration led by Donald Trump in America has been giving a backwind for Israel to start literally pursuing our main goals of this war, which are the release of the hostages,
Yes,
the defeat of Hamas, and cleaning Gaza from any terror entity that could ever threaten Israel ever again.
yeah,
And these are the goals of this war since the beginning. Obviously, there were ups and downs. Many times they were stalling the negotiations, and I'm talking about both sides, I admit, both sides, not only the Palestinians or the negotiators or sometimes it was Israel's interest because we didn't get what we were hoping to get in return to the massive amount of terrorists that has been released back into the streets of Gaza and the rest of the Palestinian territories. And we are seeing the outcomes and the results of this situation by seeing more and more activities of many of these people that have been released from prison. They want to take revenge of Israel. They incite the surface. They speak to the local people. They started to, they started to kind of rebuild a new, I would say, thank you, in Bali, a new operation. Sorry, guys. They're starting to build new operations and new infrastructure to launch attacks over Israel once again. We have seen movements of that situation in the area, and therefore Israel announced and updated the United States that we have no other way to try and pursue the goals of this war, but re-engage. Re-engage because they're using this ceasefire, so-called ceasefire, to rearm themselves, to reinstall over 20,000 terrorists already in their positions, and they wanted to launch another surprise attack over Israel. And there are so many people in this country, mainly the deep state, far left in Israel, that are inciting the population to say that this is only Bibi for his own political surviving. It's nonsense. It doesn't make sense because, we don't get anything in return from this ceasefire. Our people are still held in the Gaza tunnels, and therefore something had to be done. And even the former Minister of Defense of Israel, Gallant, who resigned, he backed up the government. He says the only way, and he should be the biggest opposition to Bibi now. And he said there's only one way to get our people back is under military pressure. So that's what is happening. Please don't listen to any of the background noises that you're hearing. As we speak right now, a few minutes before we went on this broadcast, over 4 million Israelis were running at 4 a.m. into the bomb shelters because the Houthis from Yemen launched a hypersonic missile towards Israel, which, with the favor of God, was intercepted on its way. But still, the alarms goes off, and people with families and children in Jerusalem, in Tel Aviv, in the major cities of Israel were running into the bomb shelters. So this is no game. I know that now, for example, America is engaged in attacking the Houthis back already for 4 or 5 days back in Yemen. That's it. A new sheriff in town backing up Israel and letting us go forth with the only way that maybe our enemies understand
Yeah.
is power. That's it. That's what's happening.
Simple, plain, for everybody watching, that is what's happening. And so we're just urging you, don't listen to especially to the leftist media. And again, even some of the far right media, the one thing that the far left and the far right often have in common is anti-Semitism. And it's the reason that I've been calling out some of the far right people like Candace Owens, who are so clearly anti-Semitic. Just because somebody is an extreme, somebody who's an extreme conservative doesn't mean that they've got everything correct. And so you're going to hear things on both sides of the fence, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color anybody wears on their shirt saying that they're red or blue. At the end of the day, if you're hearing anti-Semitism come out of their mouths, they're believing something that is satanic and demonic in nature. And so we are on a mission, completely determined to speak the truth, to stand with Israel, to support Israel, no matter what. And like Doobie said, this week, millions of Israelis running to bomb shelters yet again.
It's already the second time this week. And and the biggest voices that we're hearing now is people that are trying to just be, Puritans, and start to say, but this attack of October 7 happens on Bibi's shift and he should resign, because he's responsible, whatever. And I'm just asking these people, did George Bush resign when 9/11 occurred? No. Yeah. He went to launch an attack and find those who are responsible. Yes. Did the president resign when Pearl Harbor happened? No. He launched his people an attack on Second World War to go and pursue the war and find those people responsible. Did Abraham Lincoln resign where 20,000 Americans died in the Civil War? No, he did everything in his power to stabilize America and make it a big nation. Those even that mistakes or terrible disasters happens under their shift, they're the better ones to fix it. And that's why Bibi is there. He's not hanging to his seat. He doesn't care about politics. He can make more for it. They blame him for taking some cigars and champagne and money. He can make more for his home just coming to the US and lecturing for $40,000-$50,000 per hour, lecturing, and make so much money outside of all these troubles. This guy was raised on the knees of his father, was the secretary of Jabotinsky, is in his real heart a lover of Israel. And people say he built his career because his brother died in Entebbe. So let me tell you something. If Bibi wasn't the prime minister, his brother Yoni would be the prime minister. This is in their blood. This is in their family. And that's why he's not turning his back on the problems of Israel and resigning and running away from war. And that's what people has to understand and realize. This left wing, all these people, they lost the elections, and they trying illegally to change what happened when the people of Israel voted for Bibi. They want to do it with protests and demonstrations in the streets of Israel and steal it from the people. This is not going to happen.
Yes. And so as you go this week, pray for the peace of Jerusalem, pray for Bibi Netanyahu, pray for the protection of every Israeli soldier, every Israeli civilian. And let's trust God that his hand will be on that nation as it always has been. So Doobie, thanks so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And for everybody out there, pray for Doobie, pray for his family, pray for everybody that's in Israel. We love you. God bless you. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Hello, friends. I'm Donna Clement Petrushka, and I am honored to invite you to something truly extraordinary, the Kim Clement Prophecy Vault. Now you can gain unprecedented access to my father's entire digitized video archive. Every prophetic moment, every powerful teaching, every anointed worship session is now available to you in the Prophecy Vault. Plus, I'm excited to share that my dad's special School of the Prophets teachings are included, offering you deep, transformative lessons on hearing God's voice and understanding his revelations. Your partnership is crucial. Not only will you gain access to these incredible resources, but you'll also help us continue the vital work of preserving, digitizing, and adding new Kim Clement material to the archives. I'm inviting you to step into the Kim Clement Prophecy Vault. Let's embark on this journey of revelation together, and I can't wait to see you inside.
These are questions that other people have actually asked of me over the years, and it's something that I've thought of extensively myself is, you know, when you just feel stuck in a rut.
Yeah.
We all get like that sometimes.
Whenever we put the emphasis on ourselves, we're going to mess it up. You know, we're just going to blow it. But to me, faith is looking to God.
How you grow your faith is to really just nurture what God has placed in your heart, or to seek His word, to seek His face.
Watch now at real-faith.tv.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets.
I'm interrupting this commercial to do something I've never done before. Get 2 MyPillows absolutely free on orders of $100 or more. I can't do this forever, so get on board with this great sale today. Our best-selling 6-piece bath towel sets or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Our famous standard MyPillows, only $14.98. Queens, $18.98. King size, only $1 more. Body pillows, $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase, $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bedsheet sets. Any size, any color. So go to MyPillow.com or call that number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And when you spend $100 or more, get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.
We here at the House of Destiny are partnering with you to let our viewers, of course, know about your company. It's Beverly Hills Precious Metal.
Andrew, explain how that works.
So I'll walk you through it right now. So if you go to bh-pm.com, right there on the homepage, you'll see a form that you could fill out. And that form is very important in letting us know how we can help you. So you just put in your first name, last name, email address, phone number. There's a section that says, how did you hear about us? And in there, put Kim Clement. And then there's a portion where you could write a couple of notes down on the bottom. Usually within about 24 to 48 hours, we'll contact you by phone call, and then we'll go over everything with you. This isn't a high pressure deal. We always recommend that if you feel uncomfortable, take a step back, pray about it. You will gain the answers that you need by doing that, and come back to us when you're comfortable.